Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you all so much for your kind association. So today we are on the 21st day of Srimad Bhagavat Challenge, and today is the last day, unfortunately. And today we will give 12th canto. We'll have an overview of 12th canto. And today we have a wonderful speaker with us, His Grace Brajsundar Prabhu, who is an urban spiritual leader, global public speaker. He is a teacher of Bhagavat knowledge. He is a spiritual counselor and initiator of Bhagavat Mahavidyalaya in Shri Govardhan Dham. Prabhuji is initiated disciple of His Holiness Srila Radha Govind Das Goswami Maharaj, and he has trained thousands of devotees with various ways of studying and teaching Srimad Bhagavatam. So on behalf of ISKCON Bhagavad Mahavidyalaya North America, like to welcome we like to welcome today's renowned speaker, His Grace Brajsundar Prabhu. So thank you so much, Prabhuji, for your valuable association. And we can see the commitment in Prabhuji. It's 2 a.m. where he is right now, and still he is here to serve Srimad Bhagavatam. So our glories to you, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Thank you
Correct.
for the association. You can take over.
Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Kirtya Sundari Mataji. I want to thank the entire team who has been coordinating this. Mukta Mataji, Kirtya Sundari Mataji, Prithvilasini Mataji, Shri Krishna Prabhu, for serving wonderful devotees uh, and serving Srimad Bhagavatam. So let us, we have limited time, so let us begin our 12th canto journey. So I also want to thank all of you, each one of you who has very enthusiastically participated in this 21 days studying challenge. I hope that the structured way of studying has helped, and Srimad Bhagavatam has made you fall in love with it. So, so in the 12th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, there are 13 chapters, and it begins with the it begins with the presenting the degraded dynasties of Kali Yuga, and then in the chapter two there is a the chapter two has the symptoms of Kali Yuga. When the as the Kali Yuga progresses, what happens is that all the good qualities of the men diminish and all the impure qualities increase. Atheistic system of so-called religion becomes predominant and replacing the codes of Vedic law. So the kings become just like the dacoits, and the people in general become dedicated to low occupations, and all the social classes becomes like Shudras. All the cows become like goats. All the spiritual hermitages become like materialistic home, and the family ties extend no further than the immediate relationship of marriage. So when the age of Kali almost ended, when the age of Kali will end, at that time, the Supreme Lord uh, will incarnate. He will appear in the village called as Sambhala, Shambhala, in the home of a very exalted Brahmana called as Vishnu Yasha, and he will take a name called as Kalki, and he will mount his horse Devdatta, and taking his sword in his hand will roam about the earth, killing millions of dacoits in the guise of the kings. Then the signs of the next Satyuga will begin to appear, and when moon, sun, and the planet Brahaspati enter simultaneously in one constellation and conjoin in lunar mansion, Satyuga will begin.
I think so. There is some internet issues. So Prabhu will join shortly. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Ram Hare Hare,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
श्री
Krishna
भगवान चालू करेंगे
Krishna,
हरे कृष्ण
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Mukta Mataji, would you like to text Prabhu?
Yes, Mataji, I'll do that.
Thank you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare.
Mataji, Prabhuji is joining.
Yeah, he joined. Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna. Sorry, I forgot to connect the adapter to my laptop, and then can somebody make me co-host?
Yes, Prabhuji, I already made you.
I'll spotlight my video. Hare Krishna. Am I audible to all?
Yes,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, you are audible.
Okay. So we're discussing the symptoms of Kali Yuga. So then so when Kalki will mount on his horse Devadatta and taking his sword in hand will roam about the earth, killing millions of dacoits in the guise of a kings. And the signs of the next Satyuga will begin. So uh, when the moon, sun, the planet Brahaspati enters simultaneously in one constellation and conjoin in the lunar mansion, Satyuga will begin. And in the order of Satya, Treta, Dwapar, and Kali. In this way, the four cycles rotate the society of the living entities in this universe. Then further, in the next chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, describes about how earth took note of the foolishness of many kings. So usually when these kings were ruling the world, they were only engaged in sense gratification. And they wanted to only conquer the Mother Earth. So the great kings were actually just playthings of death, desire to subdue their six central enemies, the five senses and the mind, and afterward they imagine that they will go and conquer the earth and all its ocean. So seeing their false hopes, the earth simply laughs. For eventually, they all they are going to leave the planet and go elsewhere. We don't know where we are not aware when someone is born, what is his background, and somebody leaves the world, somebody dies, we don't know what is his destination. So as So we all have this great kings and monarchs of the past, but we don't know in the history. So many kings have come, great personalities came, they ruled, and they were ruling as if their empire will never end. But they also have to live. Moreover, after us, after the earth, trying to absorbing the earth or some part of it, which is actually unconquerable and must in every case be given up. So fathers, sons, brothers, friends, and relatives quarrel over it. Even we also see that our tiny little kingdom of our own family, we fight we are fighting for little properties or little possession. So the study of the history naturally leads to the conclusion that all the worldly achievements are temporary, and this conclusion should give rise to a sense of renunciation within the mass of the general population. So, what is ultimately the highest goal of life? Ultimately, the highest goal of life for any living entity is pure devotion to Lord Shri Krishna, which annihilates all inauspiciousness. In the age of Satya, religion was complete, still possessing its four legs of truth, mercy, austerity, and charity. With the coming of each succeeding age, uh, starting with the Treta, these religious qualities began to diminish by one quarter. In Kali Yuga, the legs of the religion retained only one fourth, one fourth of their power, and even that gets lost in the progress of this age. So the mode of goodness is predominant in the Satyuga. The mode of passion is predominant in Treta. The mixed modes of passion and ignorance are prominent in Dwapar Yuga, and in the age of Kali, the mode of ignorance is predominant. So the atheism, the smallness and inferiority of all things, and devotion to the genitals and belly are very much evident in this age of Kali. So living entities contaminated by the influence of age do not worship the Supreme Lord, even though they are freed from all bondage and easily achieve they can easily achieve the supreme destination. Kali Yuga also has another meaning. Kali means Kam Krishnam Lati Dadati iti Kali, which means that Lord Krishna is very easily available in this Kali. But because of our conditioning nature, we are not able to focus fully on that. So, but if somehow or other the Supreme Personality quality manifests within the hearts of the conditioned souls in Kali Yuga, uh, then all the faults of place, time, and personality inherent in this age of Kali will be destroyed. So Kali Yuga is definitely an ocean of faults, but it possesses one great quality, that simply by chanting uh, the name, fame uh, of the name of Krishna, one can be delivered from the material association and attain the absolute truth. So all that was accomplished in the age of Satya by meditation, in the age of Treta by sacrificial performance, in the age of Dwapara by temple worship is easily gained in the Kali Yuga simply by the process of Hari Kirtan. So that is the beauty of Kali Yuga. So there are four kinds. Then then there is a discussion about the four kinds of annihilation. So there are four kinds of annihilation: the constant annihilation, occasional annihilation, material annihilation, and the final annihilation. And there is another annihilation. The fifth annihilation is the chant by the chanting of the holy name of the Lord Hari. There is annihilation of the material life as well. So the holy name, uh, Srimad Bhagavatam, they annihilate the uh, material life. So 1,000 cycles of 4 ages constitutes one day of Brahma, and each day of Brahma, called as Kalpa, contains within it the lifetimes of 14 Manus. So the duration of Brahma's night is the same as as that of his day. So during the night, Brahmaji sleeps, and the three planetary systems meet destruction. That this is the Naimittika, or we can call it as occasional annihilation. When Brahma's lifespan of 100 years is finished, there occurs the Prakritic or material total material annihilation. And at that time, the seven elements of the material nature, beginning with the Mahat and the eternal and the entire universal egg composed of composed of them are destroyed. So when a person achieves knowledge of the supreme absolute truth, he understands the factual reality. He perceives the entire created universe as separate from the absolute and therefore unreal. So that is called as the atyantika, the final liberation. So at every moment, time invisibly transforms the bodies of all the created beings and all others manifestation of matter. This process of transformation causes the living entity to undergo the constant annihilation of birth and death. Those possessed of the subtle vision state that all creatures, including Brahma himself, are always subject to generation and annihilation. Material life means subjugation to birth and death or generation annihilation. The only boat suitable for crossing the ocean of material existence, which is otherwise impossible to cross, is the boat of hearing the nectarian pastimes of Srimad Bhagavatam. We need to know that Srimad Bhagavatam is the food for soul. You know, just like if we are not eating food, we may become, you know, uh, weak gradually, uh, gradually, and because the food gives nourishment to the body, and food is very essential in all the conditions of life. We are healthy, we are unhealthy. Even though if we are sick, food is essential. Yes, we might not eat pizza or burger or chow mein or other thing. We may switch to simple diet uh, or khichdi, but still food is essential. Similarly, Srimad Bhagavatam is similarly Srimad Bhagavatam is very essential. Uh, it is a food for soul. So we need to understand that uh, just like there are Upanishads, which are what happens when we are sick. When we are sick, what happens that we need to take medicine. So similarly, these Upanishads and so many other literatures which are available, they are there to they act like a medicines, but food is still essential, and that food is Srimad Bhagavatam. So in any given condition of state of life, state of consciousness, Srimad Bhagavatam is very essential. It is very important. So dear devotees, it is very important that we make Srimad Bhagavatam as a life and soul. It should be the part like we have breakfast, lunch, dinner. That should in the same way how integral the breakfast, lunch, and dinner are a part are a part of our life. Similarly, Srimad Bhagavatam also should be the integral part of our life. So then, Shukdev Goswami narrated the whole Srimad Bhagavatam to Parikshit Maharaj, who had only 7 days left with him. And so Parikshit Maharaj uh, was uh, taking shelter of the great personality Shukdev Goswami. And the snake bird Takshak has not yet reached. He is about to come. And Srila Shukdev Goswami now reminds Parikshit Maharaj how he had previously in the third canto, he has discussed about the measurement of time and that of the various millennia of the universal history. So during a single day of Brahma, considering 1,000 cycles of the four ages, 14 different Manus rule and they die. So he was explaining, Shukdev Goswami is explaining that thus death is unavoidable for every embodied being. For the soul itself never dies, being entirely distinct from the material body. Shukdev Goswami then states that Srimad Bhagavatam that he has repeatedly chanted the glories of Supreme Lord, Super Soul Lord Hari, for whose satisfaction Brahma takes birth and for whose anger Rudra is born. The idea I will die is simply the mentality of animals because the soul does not undergo the bodily phases of previous non existence, birth, existence, and death. When the body's subtle mental covering is destroyed by the transcendental knowledge, the soul within the body again exhibits his original identity. Just as a temporal existence of a lamp comes about the combination of oil, the vessel, the wick, and the fire, the material body comes about by the amalgamation of the three modes of material nature. So the material body appears at birth and displays life for some time. Finally, the combination of the modes of the material modes dissolves and the body undergoes death, a phenomenon similar to the extinguish of a lamp. So Shukdev Goswami addresses the king saying that uh, if is there anything else I can do for you to help you? And Parikshit Maharaj then he folds his hands, prays to Shukdev Goswami. He says, Anujanihi mam Brahman vacham yascham yadokshaje mukta kama shayam cheta pravesya vishrajami asun. He's saying, please show your causeless mercy on me so that I can fix my mind. I am able to fix, because of your causeless mercy, I am able to fix my mind into the lotus feet of Lord Adokshaj. So Shukdev Goswami then blesses the king that you should please fix your mind in Adokshaj and leave the body. And before the snake bird Taksha could come, dear devotees, yes, before the snake bird Taksha could come, Parikshit Maharaj perfected his life. So, dear devotees, we are all destined to die on one particular day. So Parikshit Maharaj was fortunate that he knew that day. We are, I don't know how fortunate we will be if we are able to know that day, but we should be ready before the death comes to us, before the snake bird Takshak comes to us to kill us in the form of death. We should also perfect our life like Parikshit Maharaj. We should also take shelter of Srimad Bhagavatam and perfect our existence. That is very, very essential. That is very, very important. So then Parikshit Maharaj, uh, after hearing the words of Shukdev Goswami's blessings, Parikshit Maharaj, having listened to the Srimad Bhagavatam, which is, you know, compendium of the Puranas and which is full of nectar and past and supreme personal Godhead, he attained the transcendental position of fearlessness and he attained the lotus abode, divine abode of the Supreme Lord. His ignorance has been dispelled by the mercy of Shukdev Goswami. He had gained sight of the supremely auspicious personal form of the Lord, Sri Hari. As a result, he had cast aside all fear of death. Shri Parikshit Maharaj begged Shukdev Goswami to permit him to fix his heart unto the lotus feet of Lord Hari and give up his life. So, granting permission, Shukdev Goswami rose and departed. So, here Parikshit Maharaj departed for the spiritual world, and Shukdev Goswami departed from that particular place. Shukdev Goswami came there, he spoke the entire Srimad Bhagavatam, delivered Parikshit Maharaj, left. That's it. He never waited there and took the greetings of all the people there. No, he just left for his own transcendental journey. So, and then the snake bird Takshak actually arrived in disguise of a Brahmana and they bit the dead body of Parikshit Maharaj. Parikshit Maharaj has already left the world, and then the dead body was bitten by a snake bird, and that dead body was turned into ashes. So Janmejaya, the son of Parikshit, became very angry at this when he received the news of his father's death, and he began a sacrificial performance for the purpose of destroying all the snakes. Even the Takshak received protection from Indra, he nevertheless became attracted by the mantras and was about to fall in the fire. Seeing this, Brahaspati, the son of Angiras, came and advised Maharaj Janmejaya that Takshaka could not be killed because he had drunk the nectar, Amruta. So furthermore, Brahaspati said that all the living entities must enjoy the fruits of their past activities, and therefore the king should give up this practice. And Janmejaya was convinced by the words of Brahaspati and stopped the sacrifice. So thereafter, Suta Goswami, in response to the questions which were coming from Shaunakji, remember, we are getting the live telecast from Suta Goswami and Shaunakadi's conversation, right? Suta Goswami is narrating the pastimes of Shukdev Goswami and Maharaj Parikshit, their narration. So that got over. But Suta Goswami's narration to Shaunakadi Rishi is still continued. That's why we have the further chapters in Srimad Bhagavatam. So Suta Goswami, in response to the questions from Shaunakji, describes the division of Vedas. From the heart of the topmost demigod Brahma came the subtle transcendental vibration, and from the subtle sound vibration came the Om, generally potent and self-luminous. Using this Omkara, Brahmaji created the original Vedas and taught them to his sons Marichi and others, who were all saintly leaders of the Brahmana community. So this body of Vedic knowledge was handed down through the disciplic succession of the spiritual masters until the end of Dwapar Yuga. When Lord Vyasadeva divided, then earlier there was only one Veda, then Lord Vyasadeva divided one Veda into four and instructed various schools and sages in these four Samhitas. We all know this, we have heard this in the first canto uh, during the conversation of Narada and Vyasa. And when the sage Yagyavalkya, when the sage Yagyavalkya was rejected by his spiritual master, he had to give up all the Vedic mantras he had received from him. So to obtain new mantras of the Yajurveda, Yagyavalkya worshipped the Supreme Lord in the form of Sun God. And Suryadev subsequently fulfilled his prayers. So then further, there is a description how Suta Goswami describes the expansions of the branches of Atharva Veda, enumerates the compellers of the Puranas and explains the characteristics of each Purana. He then lists the 18 major Puranas and finishes his account by stating that any person who hears about these matters from someone in a proper disciplic succession will acquire spiritual potency. So it's very amazing how the Puranas manifest in this world. Then further, once Shaunakji was confused about the extraordinarily long lifespan of Markandeya Rishi. So Markandeya Rishi performed many austerities and who also had taken a birth in the Shaunaka's own dynasty. We need to understand Shaunakji was not an ordinary person. If he's asking questions to Suta Goswami and he's representing 88,000 rishis, he's definitely not an ordinary person. So in his own dynasty, when he saw the lifespan of Markandeya Rishi, got confused. And yet and Shaunakji, in his own dynasty, he realized that Markandeya Rishi is a very special personality. And he had moved alone in the ocean of devastation for millions of years previously and seen a wonderful young child lying upon a. Basically, what happened, Markandeya Rishi wanted to see Maya because he has never seen Maya. Just like we never see Krishna, Markandeya Rishi never saw Maya. So he was requesting the Lord, oh Lord, I want to see the Maya. So what happened was that that suddenly though he was in his own he started moving alone in the ocean of devastation for millions of years. At the time of devastation, all the the whole universal annihilation happens at that time. The devatas of the respective departments or the special Samvartaka clouds comes in the picture, and so many different kinds of rain it happens, and so many things takes place in the devastation, and it goes on for millions of years. And then what happens? Markandeya Rishi was revolving in that ocean, and finally he saw a young boy lying upon a banyan leaf. It was Krishna, and then Krishna drank everything, and then he entered into Lord Krishna. And then when the dream was over, Markandeya was still sitting in his ashram. So it seemed to Shaunaga that Markandeya had lived through 2 days of Brahma. So Markandeya Rishi was such a powerful personality, and he asked Srila Sutta Goswami if he can explain about the glories of Markandeya Rishi. So Sutta Goswami explains that he replied that Markandeya, after receiving the purificatory ritual of Brahmanical initiation from his father, he had fixed himself into the vow of celibacy. And he worshipped the Supreme Lord Hari for 6 lifetimes of Manu, Markandeya Rishi, such a long life. So in the 7th Manvantara, Lord Indra sent Kamdev and his associate to interrupt the sage's austerity. But Markandeya Rishi defeated them by his own potency, by his own power of penance. Then, to show to Markandeya Rishi, Lord Hari appeared before him in the form of Nar Narayan Rishi. So Markandeya prostrated himself in obeisances and uh, uh, worshipped the lords by offering them comfortable seat, uh, water for washing their feet, and other respectful presentations. So he then prayed that, O Almighty Lord, Markandeya Rishi was praying that you bring to life the vital air of all the creatures, and you also protect the three worlds. You also vanquish distress. You also award liberation. You never allow those who have taken shelter of you to be defeated by any kinds of misery. So, attaining your lotus feet is the only auspicious goal for the conditioned souls, and service to you fulfills all the desire. Your pastimes enacted in the mode of pure goodness can reward everyone salvation from material life. Therefore, those who are intelligent worship your personal form of pure goodness named Sri Narayana, and along with Nara, who represents your Anara devotee. So, in this way, Markandeya Rishi also offered a lot of prayers to Narayan Rishi. And satisfied by the prayers of Markandeya had offered, the Supreme Lord told him to ask for a benediction. And that's where the episode came about, uh, that he wanted to see the Maya of the Lord. And the Lord Supreme Hari present before Markandeya in the form of Naranaran replied, "So be it." And he left the Badrika ashram. So one day, as Markandeya was offering his evening prayers, this has happened previously also. It is not that he has not. This has happened previously as well. So, so this then Lord Hari present before Markandeya in the form of Naranaran replied, "So be it." And so one day Markandeya was offering his evening prayers, and the water of devastation suddenly flooded the three worlds. And with great difficulty, Markandeya moved, but all alone in the water for a long time, until he again came to a banyan tree. And again he saw lying upon a leaf of that tree was an infant boy, growing with a charming effulgence. As Markandeya moved toward the leaf, he was pulled by the boy's inhalation, and just like a mosquito drawn within his body. So inside the boy's body, Markandeya was amazed to see the entire universe just as it has been before the annihilation. So after a moment, the sage was carried out by the force of child's exhalation and hurled back into the ocean of annihilation. So then, seeing that child on a leaf was actually Lord Hari, uh, the transcendental Lord. So Markandeya Rishi tried to embrace him, and but at that moment, Lord Hari, the master of all yogic power, disappeared. Then the water of annihilation disappeared as well, and Markandeya found himself again sitting in his own ashram. So he has done this previously as well. So Markandeya ji likes to see Maya, and then Krishna shows him Maya in this way. So we should never pray for such things. Okay. It's better we just pray that we develop taste for Harikatha. We hear Bhagavatam from the lips of the devotees. We read Srimad Bhagavatam and get the and preach as per our capacity. So we should simply pray for developing taste for Srimad Bhagavatam. So once Lord Shiva was traveling in the sky with his wife Parvati, and he came across Markandeya Rishi, who was submerged in meditative trance, and at the request of Parvati, Lord Shiva presented himself before the sage to grant him the results of his austerities. They where Lord Shiva and Parvati went and offered their respectful obeisances, Dandavat pranams. And so seeing Lord Shiva, Markandeya Rishi came out of the trance and saw Lord Shiva, who is the spiritual master of the three worlds, together with Parvati. So Markandeya Rishi started worshipping Lord Shiva and Mother Parvati. He worshipped them by repeatedly offering obeisances. He worshipped them by offering sweet words. He worshipped them by offering a sitting place. Then Lord Shiva started praising the saintly devotees of the Supreme Lord and requested Markandeya Rishi to choose whatever benediction he desired. And Markandeya begged for unflinching devotion to Supreme Lord Hari, to the and especially and also to the devotees of the Supreme Lord and to Lord Shiva himself. So he prayed for three things. One is devotion to Supreme Lord, devotion to Lord Shiva, and to the devotion to the Lord's devotees. Why Lord Shiva? Because Lord Shiva is the Guru, he's an Acharya. So uh, unless one has love for an Acharya, uh, yes, we cannot develop love for Krishna. So by their mercy only we can develop love for Krishna. So satisfied with Markanda's devotion, Lord Shiva awarded him the boons of renown, freedom from old age and death until the time of universal dissolution. So knowledge, he also awarded him the knowledge of the three phases of time. He gave him renunciation, realized knowledge, and the position of a teacher of the Puranas. So this is what. So those who chant and hear the story of Markandeya Rishi will attain liberation from the material life, and which is based on the accumulated desires generated from the fruitive work. So then further, uh, Sutta Goswami first tells Shaunak Rishi about the material objects through which one can understand the major limbs, the secondary limbs, the weapons, and the garments of Lord Hari. Sutta Goswami describes about Mahapurusha, and then he outlines the process of practical service by which a jivatma, by which a living entity can attain immortality. We need to understand that I have also said this previously, but I just want to repeat again. What is our Jaiva Dharma? What is Jaiva Dharma? So what is Sanatan Dharma? So we need to understand this, that our Sanatan Dharma is to love Lord Shri Krishna. So Sanatan means eternal, Dharma means occupation. That occupation of the living entity which cannot be separated by him in any given circumstances, and that is love for loving Krishna. So Sanatan Dharma has been elaborately explained by Bhaktivinoda Thakur in his book uh, Jaiva Dharma. Jaiva Dharma is Sanatan Dharma, Sanatan Dharma is Jaiva Dharma. And in Srimad Bhagavatam, there is a lot of discussion on Bhagavad Dharma in the 11th canto, then in the 6th canto by Yamaraji and also by Prahlad Maharaj. So Bhagavad Dharma, what is Bhagavad Dharma? Bhagavad Dharma is Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Atma Nivedanam. So Bhagavad Dharma is Sanatan Dharma, Sanatan Dharma is Jaiva Dharma. All these are the same. So we need to understand this, and that is the goal of our life, to attain the Supreme Lord's lotus feet, and it is very easily possible, because Krishna is very easily available in the sage of Kali, so by hearing again and again. So hearing also is very important. When hearing, the difference is, the difference it will make in your life is the quality of hearing Srimad Bhagavatam is very important. Hearing and then contemplating on the subject matter, meditating on the subject matter is very, very important. So that brings a transformation in our life, because we are hearing from so many years, but there is no transformation coming, because the aspect of smarana is absent in our life. So I have to meditate. Dundukari, the ghost, he got delivered because he meditated on the subject matter, and that's why he attained perfection. So meditation on the subject matter, what has been heard, what has been read, what has been spoken, is very important. Chintan is Atma Chintan is very, very essential. So Sutta Goswami outlines the process of practical services by which immortal soul can attain immortality. So when Shaunak ji, who shows further interest in learning about the expansion of the Lord Hari in the form of sun god, Sutta Goswami replies that Lord Sri Hari, the indwelling control of the universe and its original creator, manifests himself in the form of the sun as well. So the sun we see is actually the manifestation of Supreme Lord. So sages described that this sun god is in many features according to his different material designations. Uh, and to sustain the world, the personality of Godhead manifests his potency of time as a sun and travels throughout the 12 months, beginning with Chaitra, along with 12 sets of personal associates. So one who remembers the opulence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, his Srihari in the form of a son, will become free from all the sinful reactions. So that's how there is a, and then there is a description about a summary of the entire Srimad Bhagavatam. I don't think so. We have that much time, but then Sutta Goswami summarizes the entire Srimad Bhagavatam he had discussed till now. You know, so Supreme Lord Hari personally removes all the distresses of a person who hears about his glories. So whatever words glorify the innumerable transcendental qualities of the personality of Godhead are truthful, are auspicious, and conducive to piety, whereas all others words are impure. We need to understand what is Srimad Bhagavatam. Any Srimad Bhagavatam is just not what is been spoken by Shukdev Goswami to Maharaj Parikshit. It is not limited to what Sutta Goswami has spoken to Shaunakadi Rishi. It is also not limited to what Veda Vyasa has written in the form of a book. So Srimad Bhagavatam is whatever transcendental uh, narrations comes out from the lips of a pure devotee about Krishna's name, fame, pastimes, his incarnation is also Srimad Bhagavatam. We should not forget that. So by chanting and hearing the countless names of Sri Hari, which describe his glorious qualities, all human beings can be relieved of their sins. Neither knowledge of devotion for Lord Vishnu nor fruity work nor not offered to him have any real beauty. By constant remembrance of Krishna, on the other hand, all one's inauspicious desires are destroyed. One's mind is purified, and one attains devotion for Lord Sri Hari, along with the knowledge filled with realization and detachment. So Sus Goswami states that previously in the assembly of Parikshit, he himself heard from the mouth of Shukdev Goswami the entire Srimad Bhagavatam. You should know that Sutta Goswami was sitting next to Parikshit Maharaj and he was hearing the Srimad Bhagavatam from Shukdev Goswami. And Shukdev Goswami was also paying equal attention to Sutta Goswami because Sutta Goswami was the one who was going to narrate the Bhagavatam and preach it further. So Shukdev Goswami was paying equal attention to Parikshit and Sutta Goswami as well. So uh, he heard from Shukdev Goswami the glories of Lord Krishna, which annihilates all sinful reactions, and that now he has related these glories to the rishis of Naimisharanya. So by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, the spirit soul is purified, and he obtains salvation. Salvation from all sins and all kinds of fear. So we need to know that by studying the scripture, one achieves the same result as one achieves by studying of the Vedas, and one also achieves the same result. He also achieves the fulfillments of all desires. By studying with a controlled mind this essential compilation of the Puranas, one will reach the supreme abode of Supreme Personality of Godhead. So every verse of the scripture Srimad Bhagavatam contains the narrations of Lord Hari, who has innumerable personal forms. So Srimad Bhagavatam uh, is one can, if you want, Srimad Bhagavatam is a person. You need to understand it's not just a book. It is Krishna himself, and you can connect with the Srimad Bhagavatam. You can establish relationship with the Srimad Bhagavatam. If you're sincerely hearing, if you're sincerely reading, if you're sincerely speaking Srimad Bhagavatam, then Srimad Bhagavatam will reciprocate with you. Yes, just like when you are serving the Lord in the form of the deity, when the Lord accepts our services, then He reciprocates our prayers, fulfill our prayers. So does Srimad Bhagavatam. So Srimad Bhagavatam also is Krishna, and it's also reciprocates. Provided we make our sincere efforts to develop a relationship with Srimad Bhagavatam. And how to develop that relationship? By sincerely hearing, meditating on the subject matter, by reading it on an everyday basis, vigorously, very important, not just 15 minutes or half an hour. But this efforts of 21 days early challenge is to help you develop your relationship with Srimad Bhagavatam and then take it further. Once you have that taste for Srimad Bhagavatam, once Srimad Bhagavatam becomes our life and soul, then our one thing is guaranteed, that in this very birth, dear devotees, our karma bandhana is going to get smashed. If Srimad Bhagavatam becomes our life and soul, in this very birth we will attain perfection. There is no doubt about it. There is no doubt. So every verse of this scripture, Srimad Bhagavatam, contains a narration of Lord Sri Hari. So take advantage of this. And then in the final chapter of the 12th canto, Sutta Goswami describes in length, about each Purana. So the total corpus of the Puranas includes the 400,000 verses, and the 18,000 of which, 4 lakhs verses, and the 18,000 of which constitutes of Srimad Bhagavatam. The Supreme Personality of Godhead Narayana instructed Brahma in Srimad Bhagavatam, whose narrations produce detachment from matter, and which contains the essence of all Vedanta. So one who gives the Srimad Bhagavatam Purana as a gift will attain the highest destination. Among all the Puranas, Srimad Bhagavatam is the best, and it is the most dear thing to the Vaishnavas. It reveals that spotless supreme knowledge accessible to the Paramahamsas, and it also reveals the process by which one can become free from the reactions of the material world, a process enriched with the knowledge, renunciation, and devotion. So having thus glorified Srimad Bhagavatam, Sutta Goswami meditates upon Lord Narayana, Narayana, who is perfectly pure, free from all contaminations, devoid of sorrow and immortal. And then he offers obeisances to the greatest yogi, Shukadeva Goswami, who is non-different from the absolute truth. Krishna himself came in the form of Shukadeva Goswami and delivered Parikshit Maharaj. So finally, praying with true devotion, Suta Goswami, he offers his respectful prayers to the Supreme Lord, saying that Nama Sankirtana Yasya Sarva Papa Pranashanam Pranama Dukha Samanas Tam Namani Hari Param. So Suta Goswami is finally offering his respectful obeisances to the Supreme Lord. He's saying, I offer my respectful obeisances to the Supreme Lord, whose congregational chanting of his holy name destroys all the sinful reactions, and and offering obeisances unto him relieves from all the material suffering. So thus ends the 12th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Thank you so much for your journey of 21 days reading challenge. I want to thank each one of you for taking up towards the study of Srimad Bhagavatam. If there are any questions, we can take.
Hare Krishna, and thank you so much, Prabhuji, for the wonderful session. Dear devotees, we'll open up for the forum for the question and answer.
We can end.
If we have any questions, Prabhu, do you have some time? Prabhuji, do you have some time for questions?
Okay, looks like there is no.
Hare Krishna.
So just to let you all know that ISKCON Bhagavat Mahavidya is starting with a Bhakti Vaibhava course, Bhakti Shastri course in online, in DeLand, Florida. So you can spread the word. Please come on site. We are coming and teaching you in person in DeLand, Florida. And also ISKCON Bhagavat Mahavidyalaya has few online self-paced courses for you, which are absolutely self-paced. You can hear the courses, hear those recordings, read through the notes, and also get yourself certified. And let me tell you that at least 200 more courses are coming very soon on this platform, wherein you can all take advantage. A lot of courses on the Bhagavad Gita, a lot of courses on Bhagavatam, a lot of courses on so many other subjects are coming, and so all of you who are staying in North America can take advantage of this. So yes. Pralananda Prabhu, you have some questions?
I was inquiring regarding the on-site course coming up for Bhakti Vaibhav.
Prabhu, I'm not able to hear you.
I was talking to Kanai Krishna.
Prabhu, I'm not able to hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Prabhuji, actually, you are not able to hear anybody.
I cannot hear your divine voice.
Actually, Prabhu is not able to hear us.
Okay.
Let me send a message.
Okay.
1 minute.
Okay, respected all. So, Radhan, we're going to try again.
Yes, Prabhuji, can you hear me now?
Yes, sorry. My volume was less. Go ahead.
Yes, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji, I was just trying to find out whether this Bhakti Vaibhav course, on site in July, they were saying like that. So has it been finalized?
Yeah. You can get all the details from our team.
Okay. Yeah, because I was interested and I was I'm waiting for Puran Chandra Prabhu to give the details of all the.
He's in India, comes back, and then the details will be shared with you.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Okay. So thank you so much, everyone, for Ajay. Thank you. I want to thank our team, the entire team who has been working hard behind this, coordinating with the teachers and coordinating with all of you. I sincerely pray that the team gets empowerment from Srimad Bhagavatam, and also to all the listeners, to all the devotees who participated. Without you, this journey was incomplete. Thank you so much for enthusiastically participating in this 21 days reading challenge. And I wish you all the very best to continuing your life with Srimad Bhagavatam. Make Srimad Bhagavatam as a part of your family, part of your life. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Prabhu. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare
Thank you so
Krishna,
much.
Prabhu. Thank you so
Hare
much.
Krishna. Thank you
Wonderful
so much,
class.
Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Hare
much.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna. Krishna
Nanda
Krishna.
Pram, Hare Krishna.
Okay, dear devotees, thank you all so much. So we'll end our call here. And
Thank
as
you.
Prabhuji said, we all can immerse ourselves in Srimad Bhagavatam, making Srimad Bhagavatam as our daily part of our life. So thank you so much for your wonderful association. We'll end up here. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha.
Vanchakalpatarubhyaścha कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनंतकोटि
Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
प्रभुपाद की जय
Bhagavatam
श्रीमद्
ki
भागवत की
jai.
जय
Jai. Hare Krishna.
Jai. All the assembled Vaishnavas.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna. Krishna
Jai.
Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Ram.
Ram, Hare
Ram.
Ram,
Ram.
Ram
Ram.
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna.
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram.
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram.
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram.
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram.
Ram.
Hare Ram. Ram Ram. Hare Hare.
Okay,
Hare
I'm ending the
Hare
call.
Krishna.
I'm ending the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.